Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, and this is the Canterbury Tales Part 2. A little bit out of it. I have a kidney stone. It really hurts. I have a Vicodin in my system, and I feel like it's doing nothing. On a side note, if you have a kidney stone, and it's still hurting your kidney, and you start hiccuping, that hurts a lot. Just saying. Anyway, I am messing around with the Saving Machine microphone, because I'm thinking about using this microphone for the Dead Space Let's Play, but I want to try to test out first to make sure it'll sound good for that. So, yeah, and I guess if we play Dead Space later or something, we'll get to find out. We'll be in enough pain, make it where you're not able to be scared. So yeah, we'll find out. The prologue. When in April the sweet showers fall, and pierce the drought of March to the root, and all the veins are bathed in liquor of such power as brings about the engendering of the flower. Then also Zephyrus with his sweet breath exhales an air in every grove and heath. Upon the tender shoots and the young sun his half course in the sign of the ram has run, and the small fowl are making melody that sleep away the night with open eye. So nature pricks them that their heart engages, and people long to go on pilgrimages, and palmers long to seek the stranger strands of far-off saints, hollowed in sundry lands, and specially from every shire's end of England down to Canterbury. They wend to seek the holy blissful martyr, quick to give his help to them that they were sick. They happened in that season that one day in Southwark at the Tabard, as I lay ready to go on the pilgrimage and start for Canterbury, most devout at heart. At night there came into the hostelry some 29 in a company of sundry folk, happening then to fall in fellowship, and they were pilgrims all, that towards Canterbury meant to ride. The rooms and stables then were wide, they made us easy, all was of the best, and briefly, when the sun had gone to rest, I'd spoken to them all upon the trip, and was soon one with them in fellowship, pledged to rise early and to take the way to Canterbury, as you heard me say. But none the less, while I have time and space, before my story takes a further pace, it seems a reasonable thing to say what their condition was, the full array of each of them as it appeared to me, according to the profession and degree, and what apparel they were riding in. And at a night I therefore will begin. There was a knight, a most distinguished man, who from the day in which he first began to ride abroad had followed chivalry, truth, honor, generousness, and courtesy. He had done nobly in his sovereign's war, and ridden into battle no man more, as well in Christian as in heathen places, and ever honored for his noble graces. When we took Alexandria, he was there. He often sat at the table in a chair. Wow, this is starting to sound like it. Sorry, distracted by making a Dr. Seuss joke and pain. Need something stronger than Vicodin. This hurts. Of honor above all nations when in Prussia, in Lithuania he had ridden, in Russia no Christian man so often of his rank. When in Granada Algracius sank, under assault he had been there, and in North Africa, raiding Benameron. In Anatolia he had been as well, and fought when the Ias and the Attilia fell. For all along the Mediterranean coast he had embarked with many a noble host. In 15 mortal battles he had been, and jousted for our faith at Tranazine. Thrice in the lists, and always killed his man, the same distinguished knight had led the van. Once with Bay of Ballat, doing work for him against another heathen Turk. How long's the prologue? Oh God, it's so very long. Okay, we'll finish this stuff about the knight. He was sovereign value in all eyes, and though so much distinguished, he was wise, and in his bearing modest as a maid. He never yet a boorish thing had said, in all his life to any, come what might. He was a true and perfect gentle knight. Speaking of his equipment, he possessed fine horses, but he was not gaily dressed. He wore a fustian tunic, stained and dark, with smudges where his armor had left mark. Just home from service, he had joined our ranks, to do his pilgrimage and render thanks. He had his son with him, a fine young squire, a lover and a cadet and a lad of fire, with locks as curly as if they had been pressed. He was some 20 years of age, I guessed. In stature he was of moderate length, with wonderful agility and strength. He'd seen some service with the cavalry, in Flanders and Artois and Picardy, and had done valiantly in little space of time, and hoped to win his lady's grace. He was embroidered like a meadow bright, and full of freshest flowers red and white. Singing he was, or fluting all day. He was as fresh as in the month of May. Short was his gown, the sleeves were long and wide. He knew the way to sit a horse and ride. He could make songs and poems and recite, knew how to joust and dance, to draw and write. He loved so hotly that till dawn grew pale, he slept as little as the nightingale. Courteous he was, lowly and serviceable, and carved to serve his father at the table. Okay, and we'll call that enough for now. I'm probably gonna lay down for a bit and then an hour and a half there's just some fireworks I can see from where I live. So I'll watch those. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. Bye everybody.